Hey everyone, it's Emily from Feeling Music, April 2020, teacher update. So I thought I'd give it to you in a different presentation because we're all in COVID. I know I've been a little lonely. I hope that you guys are doing well. So we've got 5 topics to go through today, and I'm going to choose them randomly without looking. Okay, first one for you is that there's a contract due date of June 2020. So we have a new contract, and we're needing teachers to complete them. So at the end of May, when you're submitting your invoice, I'll ask you for your contract. You can fill them out before that if you want. It's just going to be due on June 1st. Reason for the new contract is we added some things. We took some out, knowing our feedback that we heard from you. Thank you for everyone who reviewed it, the contract that is. And if you do have any questions, let me know, but that's going to be needed to be completed by June 1st. If you're not able to upload a criminal reference check that's new because the police station isn't processing them right now, that's okay if you can just upload the criminal reference check from last year. And this is required for all teachers who have not completed the contract as of January 1st. So if you've been hired from January 1st onwards, you don't need to do this. If you were hired before then, you do need to complete the contract. So, okay. Number 2. Other teachers say. We had a teacher meeting this month. Nice opportunity to hear how it's been going with Skype. Generally, the feedback was that Skype has been going pretty well. One teacher recommended if your child's under 6, have the parents sit there. That was a nice takeaway. Parents who sit on lessons help the students focus. Also the importance of screen sharing. Later in this meeting, I'll be talking about Whereby, which is a new program that you can use as an alternative to Skype. It allows for screen sharing and a couple different features that might make your lessons a little bit more optimal than Skype. Other things to note about the online lessons, just some statistics for you. 1 out of 3 students is taking lessons on Skype. And so we do have a good amount of students taking lessons, and they range from the age of 6 to about 60. So if you're a teacher that's hesitant about teaching online, I definitely recommend that you get on because COVID update, we're online in May. And we are following the school system. So whenever schools go back and the Ontario government or the Canadian government says that's okay, we'll be going back when the schools go back. Until then, we're going to be online. So if you want to give trying a lesson online a go, feel free to reach out to the teacher resources. Happy to help. And yeah, just letting you guys know that generally it's a pretty positive experience so far. I've even been teaching online. Lots of resources for you. And if you need any ideas, I recommend that you reach out to the resources channel. Okay, here's one. Grant and not-for-profit. So this month we started teaching some online free lessons. I did a few and Christina did a few, and they were group classes, and we found this really to be successful. So on average, 7 out of 10, the maximum attendance that we could have was 10. And for the most part, all classes were maxed and actually a wait list, which I found interesting. So and so within the 10 that were enlisted, on average, 5 to 7 showed up. And we did mostly performances. So we played, Christina did some theory, which was pretty successful. And so we're going to be rolling this out as the months go on. And the way that we're able to do this is through a not-for-profit organization that Feeling Music is now working with. It's called Music Education for the Young at Heart. And it provides subsidized music lessons, and it helps pay our teachers for free lessons for students. So as time goes on, I'll be able to tell you a little bit more about those. Also, we did receive a grant, which is exciting. And so the grant, it's through the Music Education for the Young at Heart. And so Music Education for the Young at Heart did receive the grant, but through the grant, they're able to fund our online lessons, the group class that we're offering for free to students. So that's something that's going to continue this month. If you're interested in teaching for one of those, let me know. We already have the the May teachers in place, but if it's able to happen in June, happy to hear from you. Last thing, we were talking earlier about Whereby. Whereby is also a video chat website. Benefits to Whereby is that students don't have to log into any kind of existing program. You get a URL link similar to Skype, and you put it in your teacher profile in the same place that Skype is. So when a student logs in, what they do is they copy and paste your URL, instead of opening into some kind of program, it just takes you directly to the chat room. There's no program needed. So sometimes people go into Skype and they don't understand where the Meet Now button is, or they get confused. Well, this is just a chat room for you and the student, and there's nothing else really surrounding it other than just clicking into the link. Nice things about the program is it runs a little smoother because it's less used than Skype. Screen sharing is cool. You can have different camera angles, more opportunities than Skype, definitely more emojis than Skype. Something that came up in the teacher meeting that was really important is confidentiality in the chat in Slack. So if you notice that you have more than one student, anyone can scroll up and see your previous conversations in the chat. So half the reason for Whereby is as well confidentiality. So if you have more than one student, we definitely recommend switching to Whereby. I think you'll find it pretty enjoyable because I do too. We'll be making sure that students are aware of the change. We're going to give them a tutorial as well. And for your tutorial on how to make a Whereby account, you can go into the top corner here and you'll see a link to the video. I will also include a link below for the teacher contracts. And if you have any questions, let us know. In order to be paid and let us know that you watch this video, I want you to comment on the video anything that you'd like this month. Okay? All right, guys. If you have any questions, check out the other YouTube tutorials and use the teacher resources in the teacher chat as much as you need to. Okay, bye guys. You guys are doing awesome. See ya.